Hello, good morning, guys. How are you today? I'm feeling refreshed, up bright and early, 9 o'clock. It's a beautiful day outside. So my name is Emer. I'm from Dublin in Ireland, the capital of Ireland, Dublin. Dublin is the capital of Ireland. I work in Montenero in Milan. Montenero, Milan. So say hi in the chat, guys. Tell me where you're from. So we can talk in the chat, make the lesson more fun, more interactive. Sorry. So my name's Emer, from Ireland. Today we're talking about the environment. So hello, hi Gabriella from Bologna. How are you? Up nice and early. How are you? Are you working from home? I'm curious. You're up very early. So guys, say hi in the chats. Hi, Gabriella. My Italian is not very good, so I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. So how are you, Gabriella? How was your weekend? What did you do? What was your favorite show or your favorite activity that you did this weekend? What did you do? How was your weekend? There's also a small delay, about 5 seconds to a minute, between when you press send on your comment and when I see it. So I'm not ignoring you, I just haven't seen it yet. Okay, we'll start and see how it goes. So, anyone new, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you're from. It's nice to know where all the students are from across Italy and France. So the environment. In this focus activity, discussing environmental problems and solutions, modal verbs, and phrases to talk about the future. Okay, so lots of things to discuss for this this focus. So the environment, true or false? Over 1 trillion plastic bags are used every year worldwide. Number 2, all newspapers in the United Kingdom are 100% made out of recycled paper. 3, the amount of food that is wasted in Europe could feed 200 million people. 4, you should always rinse cans before recycling them. And 5, it is better to do the dishes with a sponge than with the dishwasher. So what do you think? True or false? So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you think it's true or false? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what you think. And I'll go through them as well. So Gabriella, anyone else watching? Write in the chat what you think. So number 1, over 1 trillion plastic bags are used every year worldwide. Do you think that's true? True or false? True or false? So 1 trillion, a trillion is much bigger than a billion. True. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. 2. Yeah, true. Well done. Well done, Gabriella, sorry. Number 2, all newspapers in the United Kingdom are 100% made out of recycled paper. True or false? I think this might be true. Newspapers in the United Kingdom made out of 100% recycled paper. Okay, true. Is that what you got at home? True. Number 3, the amount of food that is wasted in Europe could feed 200 million people. The amount of food that is wasted, so thrown away, put in the bin, the rubbish, trash. The amount of food that's wasted could feed 200 million people. I think that's true. What do you think? Sounds true. It's very sad, but it does sound true. Yep. Okay. Number 4, you should always rinse cans before recycling them. You should always rinse cans before recycling them. So rinse, rinse means to wash quickly with water. So you don't need soap, just clean it with water. Is to rinse. So you should rinse cans. So tin cans, like you get beans in, or tinned fruit. So do you think that's true or false? Gabriella. Great. True. To rinse the cans before recycling. I think that might be wrong though. I remember seeing an advertisement saying that you must rinse cans. But I don't know. It depends on the country. Okay. My Wi-Fi Okay, sorry about that. My Wi-Fi died. Okay, hopefully you're still there. All right, sorry about that, guys. My Wi-Fi died. Try go back again. So this question is the environment. What do you do to protect the environment? What do you do to protect the environment? So let's just see what the examples are. I try to do the best I can to protect the environment. So I use as little plastic as I can. Okay, sorry about that. So what do you do to protect the environment? All right, let's see. Do you recycle? Do you try to save energy, and how? Do you use environmentally friendly products? So, what do you do? What do you do? Do you recycle? Do you try to save energy? How? Do you use environmentally friendly products? So, a hard word to say. Environmentally friendly products are products that um, don't harm the environment. So they're not bad for the environment. So things like face wash. Face wash can have little tiny little beads that can be they go down the sink into the ocean and they can poison fish, or they're just bad for the water. There's also environmentally friendly dish soap and cleaning chemicals, which aren't bad for the environment. So they don't have strong chemicals in them. Sorry. So this is environmentally friendly products, or products that don't use plastic. They only use organic vegetables or things like that. Do you recycle? So in Milan, the government, the local government, are very good at recycling. We have, I think, 3 different bins or trash cans that we can use for recycling, and it's great. So you have to sort all of your rubbish, which is a bit annoying, but it's good for the environment. Do you try to save energy, and how? Do you try to save energy, and how? So I save energy by washing my dishes in the sink because it's only me. I don't use the dishwasher. I only use the washing machine, when I have a lot of clothes to wash, so a full load of washing, so that I only wash my clothes maybe every 2 weeks or something like that. And do you use environmentally friendly products? Covered that. So let me know in the chat if you do any of these things. It'd be interesting to hear. Okay. Environmental problems. Match the vocabulary. Water, air pollution, factories, pesticides, traffic, waste, deforestation, global warming, greenhouse gases. So match the words to the pictures. So water or air pollution. Okay, so write in the comments what you think, or in the chat. So A is excuse me. A is traffic. So there's lots of cars there on a motorway. So traffic. B looks like a factory. So I'm going to say factories. Factories. So factory and factories is plural. C is a beach, rubbish, with water pollution. Maybe? Yeah, water or air pollution. D is an aerosol can. Greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are the poisonous gases in the atmosphere, which create global warming, like CO2, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, all those chemicals. E is global warming, I think. Yes, global warming. So it's a picture of the ice caps melting, maybe. So in the north, the ice melting from global warming, or in the south, north and south pole. F is pesticides. So a man spraying pesticides onto his plants in his farm. Pesticides are chemicals used to prevent plants from getting diseases and getting eaten by bugs and wildlife and things like that. G is deforestation, so cutting down trees in forests, deforestation. And H, the last one, is waste. Waste. Okay, so did you get those ones at home? Let me know in the chat which ones you didn't get. Any words that you find hard or you don't understand. Okay. So causes of air pollution. What are some causes of air pollution? Water pollution, global warming. So we have some here: greenhouse gases, pesticides, deforestation, traffic, factories, and waste. So can you tell me what are some causes of air pollution? What are some causes of air pollution? What are some causes of air pollution? What do you think? So, let's see. So greenhouse gases would be a form of air pollution. Also factories. So factories emit lots of smoke, like in the picture here. Lots of smoke and fumes coming from the factory. Factories emit lots of fumes. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. They say global warming. All right. I would say greenhouse gases are also a form of air pollution. Okay, pesticides. Pesticides would be water pollution. So farmers use pesticides on their land, and when it rains, the chemicals either go down into the soil, or they get run. They get swept away to the rivers and can pollute rivers. So that is how pesticides use water pollution. Air pollution or deforestation is a form of global warming. The Amazon being cut down, lots of other forests. So, yeah. Okay. Traffic is air pollution. Yes. Okay. Factories, air pollution, and I think water pollution, maybe potentially. And then waste, water pollution. So waste is people dumping or disposing of. Dumping is when people leave waste. Dumping is leaving waste somewhere illegally. So on a beach, in a field, or in the water, in the sea or river. So this is dumping, and it's usually illegal. Okay. Environmental awareness. Fill in the gaps with the correct word from the list. What might happen if we don't stop polluting the environment? Many of us agree that cars are a big problem. They cause breathing problems in big cities and also release carbon monoxide, which is they are a major cause of. And so next time you go to work, don't get stuck in. Walk or cycle instead. Release gases too, and means fewer trees provide us with oxygen. We should also think about the Earth's water. Farmers use, and most of our is thrown in the oceans. This causes and kills sea animals. One day we will have solutions to all of these problems, or at least I hope so. So our gap fill words are pesticides, traffic, water pollution, air pollution, greenhouse gas, global warming, factories, deforestation, and waste. So filling in the gaps. What might happen if we don't stop polluting the environment? If there are any words you don't understand, put them in the chat. So pesticides, we covered. Okay, we've done all of these already, so it should be fine. Any words in the text that you don't understand, let me know. That's fine. So many of us agree that cars are a big problem. They cause breathing problems in big cities and also release carbon monoxide, which is a greenhouse gas, I think. Yes. Okay. They are a major cause of greenhouse gases are a major cause of global warming and air pollution. So next time you go to work, don't get stuck in traffic. So that's a nice phrase, to get stuck in traffic. Yes, because in traffic you can't move, so you are stuck in one place. So that's where the phrase comes from. Release traffic, walk or cycle instead. Release gases too, and means fewer trees provide us with oxygen. Okay, factories release gases too, and deforestation means fewer trees provide us with oxygen. So write down deforestation. Deforestation is cutting down trees. Cutting down trees. Lovely. Okay, cutting down. All right, okay. Fewer deforestation means fewer trees provide us with oxygen. We should also think about the Earth's water. Farmers use pesticides. Said that earlier. And most of our waste is thrown in the oceans. Oh, I didn't know that. That's not good. Most of our waste is thrown in the oceans. This causes water pollution and kills sea animals. One day we will have solutions to all of these problems, or at least I hope so. Okay, wonderful. So did you get all of the answers correct? Which ones did you get wrong? You can put them in the comments if you want, in the chat, and maybe someone can help you. Or I can help you if you're there now. Modal verbs. Read the text and find the 7 modal verbs used. By 2050, climate change could create 150 million climate refugees. Clearly, we must change our lifestyle. We should carpool, recycle, save as much energy as possible. But some scientists say that it is not enough, and it is time for factories and multinational companies to find other solutions. Otherwise, there will be more natural disasters. What can we do to save our planet? There are many things we could do, but we will probably have to wait a bit longer before things change. So find the 7 modal verbs used. Modal verbs. Do you know what modal verbs are? Should know pretty well by now. Level 6 and 7 should be no problem for you. So can we find the 7 modal verbs? Modal verbs. Okay, so there's one. Climate change could create 150 million climate refugees. Clearly, we must change our lifestyle. We should carpool. Clearly, we must change our lifestyle. There we go. We should carpool, recycle, and save as much energy as possible. But some scientists say that it is not enough, and it is time for factories and multinational companies to find other solutions. Otherwise, there will be more. Will is a modal verb here. Will. There will be more natural disasters. What can we do to save our planet? Can. Very good. There are many things we could do. There's could again. But we will, again, probably have to wait a bit longer before things change. Wonderful. So we have could, must, should, will, and can. Okay. So let's see if we can use these verbs in a sentence. So use modal verbs and the sentences below to give advice on ways to protect the environment. So we have our modal verbs on the left: could, should, must, may, might, and can. Some phrases here, vocab: recycle paper and glass, reuse plastic bags, use public transport or carpool, not pour oils or cleaning products down the sink, not use pesticides, turn off lights, reduce waste, plant trees, to save, to reduce, to not waste, to protect, to replace, and to prevent. So, can you create sentences using the verbs vocab below? So, for example, we could use we could recycle paper and glass to reduce the amount of waste on the planet. Or I'll write these down actually. We could recycle paper and glass to reduce the amount of waste. Okay, let's create another sentence. You can use public transport or carpool. You so this is the impersonal you, okay, meaning you people, not you specifically. Okay, impersonal you should be fine. You can, which one was I using? Public transport. You can use public transport to to reduce your carbon footprint. So your carbon footprint, carbon footprint is a measure of how your lifestyle and habits impact the environment. Always sound out your words if you're finding it hard to spell. I always sound out my words. Environment. Lovely. Okay. Can you create a sentence using the modal verbs? So we have two examples there. Can you create a sentence? And you can put it in the chat. Using modal verbs on the left there, could, should, must, may, might, can. We have our vocab in the middle and some other verbs on the right to help you if you want. I can try another sentence. Which modal verb should I use? Should. I think we use should. So we'll use impersonal you again. You should. You should not pour. Come on, you should not pour oils or cleaning products down the sink. Cleaning products down the sink to save the sea life. So this is an instruction or very, very strong advice. So we use you should. You should not pour oils or cleaning products down the sink to save the sea life. Okay, can you come up with any other questions? Move on to the next. So, when will it happen? Match these phrases with their meaning. It will happen in the near future. It will happen in our lifetime. It will happen sooner or later. No one can know for certain when it will happen. One day it will happen. It will happen in the next 50 to 60 years. It will happen soon. We are sure that something will happen, but we do not know when. Nobody knows or can be sure about it. Something will happen, but we don't know if it will happen soon or in a long time. So matching the phrases on the left, so the parts in bold, with their meaning on the right. So the first one, it will happen in the near future. In the near future means it will happen soon. Okay. It will happen in our lifetime. What does that mean? In our lifetime. So how long is a lifetime? About 80 years, give or take. So it will happen in our lifetime. It will happen in the next 50, 60 years. Okay. So our lifetime meaning all of us at the moment. So this is why it's only 50 or 60 years. All right, number 3, it will happen sooner or later. What does that mean? Sooner or later? Which one do you think? Okay. Something will happen, but we don't know if it will happen soon or in a long time. Sooner or later. Okay. I will get grey hair sooner or later. Might happen tomorrow, might happen in 10 years' time. Who knows? No one can know for certain when it will happen. No one can know for certain when it will happen. No one can know for certain. Okay? Nobody knows or can be sure about it. No one can know for certain. And lastly, one day it will happen. One day. So we're sure that something will happen, but we do not know when. So it will happen one day. One day I will get grey hair. It will happen, but we don't know when. Okay, great. So did you do them? Did you get them? Let us know in the chat how you did. Great. Okay. So when will it happen? Use the phrases to write sentences about when these things will happen. Example, sooner or later, the North and South poles will melt. So our phrases, in the near future, in our lifetime, sooner or later, no one can know for certain, and one day. Vocab, fish and sea animals becoming extinct. North and South poles melting, ocean levels rising, temperatures rising, difficulty to feed the population, and saving the planet. Okay, so we can use some future tense verbs here if we want. So, or some conditionals. So I have one here. You can write sentences at home. You can put them in the chat. So no, mine, no one can know for certain. No one can know for certain if we will save the planet. No one can know for certain if we will save the planet, or when. We say when is a bit more positive. No one can know for certain when we will save the planet. Okay. These are quite morbid. Fish and sea animals becoming extinct. Okay. Let's see. So maybe in our lifetime, maybe? Oh, yeah. In our lifetime, or maybe we'll say sooner or later. Actually, we'll say ocean levels. So in our lifetime, ocean levels are going to rise. Okay. In our lifetime, ocean levels are going to rise. Going to being the future. Okay. Future continuous. North and South Pole's melting. Okay. I did in our lifetime. In the near future. In the near future. What was I gonna do? We will have difficulty. Difficulty feeding. So they're very different for each. Let me go on this part. For each sentence, you have to change. You need to change these a little bit. So you need to change the verbs to go with your sentence. Okay, with the certainty of your future tense that you're using. So saving, when we said the verb here is saving the planet, down here, saving the planet. And we said no one can know for certain when. So we used we will, which is future simple. And after future simple, we say save. We will save the planet. If we use future continuous, we would say saving. Okay, so that's the difference there. Well, thank you guys for today. I hope you have a great week. And yeah, goodbye. Thank you. Bye.